Your next comedian, she is actually making her comedy debut tonight. Please put your hands together for Rachel Cohn.
So I'm Rachel, and this is my story about a very unusual, I think, vantage point that I got into fuckboyery. I'm not a comedian, as I said. I'm actually a journalist. I'm a storyteller. This is my newsletter, Are You My Boyfriend, where I tell sort of personal tell personal stories about my experiments in dating, and also ask hard-hitting questions like, is everyone using a breakup text template that they have saved in their notes app?
Yes.
Or, yes. What will happen if I convince a guy who ghosted me to sit down for a 1 hour and 45-minute interview with me? So as a journalist, I believe in transparency. I'm going to give you just a quick few red flags about me. So you've already heard the first one. I have a Substack. Woo. Insufferable.
Sub it.
And then the key things you need to know for this story. So yeah, all right.
Unsubscribe.
Okay, I should clarify here. Like, it's not that I hate animals. Okay? It's just that, like, I don't give a shit about them. Like, when I look at, like, especially dogs, I just feel apathy. But this story, of course, is about a guy I developed a crush on who was in love with his dog. This story takes place on our 4th date. So all you really need to know at this point is I really like this guy. But I'm not totally sure like how into me he is. You know, we've made it to a 4th date, kind of serious, but I just get the sense that I'm like more into it than him at this point. So I want to impress him. Basically, he invites me to have lunch with the most important figure in his life, his dog. So again, you don't need all these details, but this is what I was wearing. I picked a very dumb outfit. I don't know why. My roommate is in the crowd tonight. She let me go in this, so it's really her fault. He's already seated when I get there. I'm late, of course, because I tried on a million outfits. We're outside because he has his dog with him, and the restaurant is on this like busy street, so there's lots of people. But I get there, and I am fawning over this dog. I am like really performing. I'm like getting down and scratching it in the right place and all this stuff. It's working. This guy's like totally convinced that I'm into his dog, and then he's seeming more into me. We're having great conversation. So at one point, he's asked me a question, I'm answering it, and then he cuts me off, and he says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat what you just said? Someone just walked by who I went on a date with, and she totally clocked me, and the fact that we're on a date right now," and I got very thrown by it.
TMI, bro.
Keep that to yourself, buddy.
I know.
Yeah, the explanation of her interior.
Hey, I almost fucked that girl. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm trying to play it cool. I'm like, okay, he knows this is what happens. People are dating other people. But I say, you know.
The largest city in the world. You just happen to be right here with this little fucking dog.
So I'm like, is this someone you used to date or someone like you're currently going out with? Because he looks really like he's freaked out. And he says, "We went out recently." I just kind of move on because he's being cryptic. So anyways, we go back to his apartment. The date's going well. We hang out. This is like one of the longest dates of my life. I think this date goes on for like 5 hours. At one point, he brings up the girl again, but he does so in this like really sweet way where he basically says, "This date has been going like so well. I've like so enjoyed my time with you that it has clarified my feelings about this other woman, the woman that we saw while we were out for lunch." So these are the details I learned about this other woman. He has been seeing this other woman for a few months. They've been on 8 dates. He really likes her, but he's felt torn about whether he wants to keep seeing her. On their last date, she sort of picked up on the fact that he seems torn. She confronted him about it and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they agreed that they would like take some time and he would like figure out what he really wanted and get back to her. And that was 2 days ago. Of course, internally, I'm like, "Oh, this is so nice. I'm really glad this guy likes me." But the thing I say out loud is like, I'm really concerned about this girl. I think you should like text her right now. If it was me, I would be freaking out. And he's like, "I don't want to do that. That seems like sort of disrespectful to you." And I'm like, "No, you should really text her."
Who are you, Jess from New Girl? What's going on right now?
And he says, "Okay, I will text her right after we part ways, after we take my dog for a walk." We're going to Prospect Park. We are walking to the dog beach. And so we're walking over there. He's like holding my hand. At this point, we're like sitting down on a bench watching his dog as his dog is like running around in the water. He says like, "How do you feel about PDA?" I say, "I feel fine about PDA." He kisses me on the cheek. And that is when I see a figure in the distance who's having some kind of like really visceral reaction, like enough that like my eye goes to this like figure in the distance. And then I hear this figure say, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
Oh my god.
And then she like storms off like behind some brush,
Like Bigfoot.
down.
Yeah, like you
down
saw
a path.
Bigfoot in Prospect Park.
I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And I turn to my date, and his face is white, and he says, oh my God, that was her. So I like jump into action, okay? And I'm like, okay, you've really got to go after her now. Like, she's really upset.
Don't you want to be happy, Rachel?
Fuck this dude.
He says, are you sure? I say, yes, I'm sure. He says, okay, can you watch my dog?
Oh my god.
I gotta go fuck
So
this
I
girl.
say,
Watch
I
my dog.
say-
I'm gonna go fuck
I
this
say
girl
sure.
while you watch my dog.
I say, sure, I'll watch your dog. And I don't tell him that the only other time someone has asked me to watch their dog, I got scared of the dog and I had to lock myself in a bedroom and hide from the dog for 4 hours. I'm not joking. That's literally what happened. He gives me a few quick instructions. He says, just make sure that the dog doesn't like run away or that it doesn't bite children. If it's misbehaving, first try calling its name. And if it doesn't respond to that, it's wearing an electric collar and like, here's a little remote and you can press this remote and it will send it a little electric shock. So for the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this is going fine, this is great, everything's gonna be okay, I'm watching the dog, it's totally chill. Then this like very like large man who's wearing like a muscle tee and these like cargo camo shorts, and he has like a huge dog. The little dog I'm watching is like barking at his huge dog, and he's not liking this, so he says, whose dog is this? So I go over to him and I'm like, well, sorry, it's my dog. Well, it's not exactly my dog, he doesn't care. I tried following the instructions that I've been giving, so I call the dog's name. The dog doesn't care, it's not listening to me. I try chasing the dog is not responding. Even at one point, I wade into the water to try and like get this dog. That also doesn't work. And so I do what I
know
have to do
exactly
to protect the dog, and I electrocute the shit out of this dog.
He had it coming.
Yeah, that's what you get for being an animal.
And then I just made a silent pact with this dog to please, please, please just behave until my date came back. I promised it that I would buy it a really nice treat, and it chewed on it for like a week.
And you never talked to the guy
So
again.
what did we learn from this story? We learned that I still don't like dogs and that I probably should never be left with a dog. But I also had some philosophical questions that I thought maybe the fuckboys could consider.
Wait, did he bang that girl on the beach?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, no, so he came back very shaken. Yeah, I would love to know the woman's story. So if you are the woman or you know the woman, please get in touch. It'd be great for my newsletter. But yeah, my questions for you guys are, should all men come with electric collars? And I think really this one, like, I think to consider, are all of us at some point to someone a fuckboy?
I mean, I will say it's crazy to me that the longest date of your life was spent mostly talking about another lady, it seems.
Yeah.
Here's what I will say. I don't know if all men need an electric collar. I think it would be nice if all men had a beach where we can kind of run free.
I think you're a green flag and he's a red flag. Is that?
I think the dog is a red flag. I
You
hate
should
this
go
dog.
for it. This
Red
dog
flag.
flipped you. Go for it.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.